family and friends who gathered at her funeral service at Eden Park today. Klaasen will be buried at the Thomas Nkobi Cemetery. She died of cancer last week at the age of 86. She'll be remembered especially for her hit song Sophia Town, as well as her starring role in the 1960s internationally acclaimed musical King Kong. She received numerous awards, including the highest civilian award bestowed by South Africa's state president, the Order of the Baobab in gold. She was also the recipient of a Standard Bank Lifetime Achievement Award, the Canadian Woman of Distinction Award, and a Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2006 South African Music Awards. Former President Thabo Mbeki joined thousands of mourners who are paying their last respects to the jazz legend.
2006, we decided that Thandi Klaasen should get the Order of the Baobab. In gold. The highest order in terms of service to the people. So I thought I should come today just to say farewell to this distinguished member of the Order of the Baobab, to say once again to her, thank you very much for everything you've done for our people. And to say to her, let her rest in peace. I'm absolutely certain. I'm certain that none of us, as South Africans, will ever forget her. Thanks, Sis Lorraine and Roger. Thanks.
Well, our reporter Griselda Lewis was at the service and she joins us now from the cemetery. Griselda, good afternoon to you. I mean, watching that this morning, it was a beautiful celebratory send-off to a woman that many loved and admired. And then also just watching that clip there, that unexpected tribute from Thabo Mbeki.
Well, certainly, Natasha, that's what we were expecting for such a legend. They called her the jazz diva, and that's exactly how they sent off Thandi Klaasen. We're expecting some of those tributes as well to continue here at the Thomas Nkobi Cemetery. The procession has already made its way from the church where the service itself had taken place, but we're expecting many mourners to come here and share those sentiments again. Expect unexpected appearance there, of course, by the former President Thabo Mbeki. And I think quite fitting in particular for what he said was that we're not just talking about a musician here, but somebody who during very difficult times during apartheid had used her microphone in order to inspire many people during very difficult times, using the microphone, of course, there through her music, also to inspire many non-white women who wanted to get into the music industry. So a fitting send-off, the send-off that we've seen and the tributes we've seen coming from the family members as well, indicating, I think in particular, saying how strong she was. That's one of the words that really kept on resonating since the memorial service early this week. And, quite a send-off, I must say, for this legend, somebody who really went on to inspire a lot of the younger artists who also were at the prayer service much earlier on this morning, saying that they will never forget. And you really don't get musicians of Thandi Klaasen's type anymore, and say that young people should really emanate the example that she had set, and she remained true to herself from the beginning till the end of her career. So certainly quite a celebration of a life of somebody who really contributed quite immensely to South Africa, not just in the music industry, but of course to South Africa through different spheres.
And then, Griselda, can you give us a bit of a sense of the program for the actual burial service that's expected shortly, I would imagine?
Well, we're expecting it to be very short, Natasha. You saw many of the tributes that were given much earlier on this morning at the hall where the prayer service was being held. So it's going to be very short. If you can just move out of the shot a bit, and you'll see here, this is what's going to be unveiled here today, the tombstone for Thandi Klaasen. And I think it's quite, pertinent where her last resting place is here at the Thomas Nkobi Cemetery, is because you've got the Heroes Acre where legends and, people who've contributed immensely to South Africa. The struggle stalwart Chris Hani is also buried here amongst many others. And this shows or gives you an indication of the caliber of person who will be finally laid to rest here today, Natasha. But the program itself is expected to be extremely short, and she will be laid to rest. But certainly South Africans will never forget the caliber of women that Thandi Klaasen was. And I think many others will be inspired, to emulate what she stood for, as this country continues without great people such as her.
Absolutely. Griselda, thank you very much. Griselda Lewis, live from Alberton. Now, Parliament